Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Sacred Blacksmith RPG, an RPG Maker game that I made myself. In the last episode, we had to fight Charlotte's guards, Doris, Penelope, and Margot, because the only choice they had for survival was go to the garrison state to get away from the Empire, which is where they were trying to go in the first place, but because the Emperor's a douche, and just wants the demon swords that they have, but doesn't really care for them, because he's an asshole, and doesn't even care if it is his daughter or not. They had to leave to the garrison state, and now we're in kind of a dream sequence, so let's find out what's going on here. You just watch. Someday I'll be a knight. Who's this? Looks like the same girl that he was imagining Cecily looked like at a certain point. You're kidding, right? Old man Hannibal would die laughter if he heard you say that. I'm not kidding, Luke. I'm serious. For real, I want to work hard. I want to work hard to protect the city and everyone in it. I wanted to keep the citizens safe so they can live happy lives without any worries. You can do it, Lisa. I believe in you. Her name is Lisa, but she doesn't look like Lisa. What's going on here? Then can you do me a favour? I want you to forge a katana for me. Same as Cecily, apparently. Fuchsia, stop playing with the wire. Yep, Fuchsia was finally making an appearance on my bloody channel. She's playing with my bloody controller wire. Stop it. I'm not playing. She's not even going to meow, are you? Okay. Sorry about that. But I'm just an apprentice. I know that's silly, but someday you'll be a famous blacksmith and I'll be a valiant knight. Then we'll be able to protect the city together. How does that sound? Sounds awesome. I'm all for it. Pinky swear? Pinky swear. Must have been back when he was young, because he's not like that, but then... What the frick is that? Sweet, merciful crap! We do not get a fight it, thank God. It was a nightmare. Sorry if I was loud there, but, you know, as soon as you see that, you're like, what the frick? It's like, question mark emerged. You don't even know what that thing is. You do not know what that thing is. But don't worry, we'll find out soon. Well, maybe soon, or maybe later on in the game. Who knows? Luke, it's time to get up. If you don't hurry, your breakfast is going to get cold. I can't believe it's been 3 years. Well, that went downscale very quickly. I can't remember what kind she likes. You're such a boy. I have no idea which ones to pick. How could you not know what kind of flower she likes? There's actually supposed to be a scene at Cecily's house first, then it's this, then it's back to Cecily, but because of it made the game flow a little bit better, I switched the order around. They pretty much happened at the exact same time anyway, so I thought I'd get all Luke's out of the way before being Cecily, because otherwise I've got to keep doing the party switches. It was just easier for coding for me. Well, I'm not sure I even asked her. This isn't good. Well, I don't know about her, but I prefer the white ones. Like these over here. You see how pretty they are? Or maybe something with a little more colour? Later that morning. You have today off, don't you? Yes, ma'am. I thought I might do a little training. I really need to build up the muscles in my arms. They're sort of wimpy right now. What will I do with you? Most girls your age don't go... There. Most girls like your age like to go shopping on their day off, not spend the day working on their muscles. I'm not most girls. Why can't you try to be a little bit more ladylike? I mean, is it really too much for me to ask of you? And why don't you have a boyfriend? There must be a man somewhere out there that you find attractive. I can't speak today. Sorry if there was a cut. I couldn't speak. It's happening a lot recently. Maybe it's because I'm tired or something. No, I haven't found anyone like that, man. That mum? Ah, so there is someone. I was beginning to worry. Well, tell me about him. Well, he's kind of socially awkward, but he's a nice guy. Really handsome. Aria. Well, you're going to need some help. Oh, Theo, would you please take Cecily to my closet? Yes, ma'am. Why? Well, you cannot go see him like that. I'll let you borrow a dress. Then you can ask him out on a date. What? Hey, let go of me, Theo. Come on, please. Would you help pick out an outfit, Aria? Don't mind if I do. Aria, you traitor. Let me go, Theo. Seriously, I don't want to ask him out. Someone help. Once again, Cecily is the butt of a joke. Later that same day. New sprite. I can't let anyone see me like this. Warning! Anime cutscene. This was all a big misunderstanding and now I'm stuck in this stupid dress.
Now, Cecily, I know you're modest, but remember this. You must show off your butt.
I want you to ask this young man to go on a date with you. I'll be very upset if you return empty-handed.
I'm gonna stay here, so you just take your time. In fact, if you want, come back in the morning. You get me?
Oh, what was she suggesting? Over PG-13 stuff? That the anime's actually rated on? What was she suggesting? Sex. Anyway, Aria just has a dirty mind sometimes. Can't they see how ridiculous this is? I'm not interested in him. Even if I was, he doesn't like me like that. So why do I have to ask him out? Oh wait, if he saw me like this, he'd notice. What the hell am I talking about? Screw this, I'm going home. Cecily, almost didn't recognize you. You look really nice. You have to dress like that more often. Yeah. Well, I hate to bother you, but do you feel you could do me a favor? This young lady has a dagger she'd like fixed. Would you mind taking her to Luke's place for me? Luke's place? Got somewhere else you need to be? Well, no, sir, that's not the problem. He doesn't want to see Luke. I would really appreciate it. It's nice to meet you. My name is Elsa. Oh, hi. Elsa, join the party. Escort her to Luke's house. This is going to be annoying. I cannot fight while Elsa's with me. I might as well get this over with. So yes, random encounters are disabled for this part of the game. So, no use level grinding. Plus, you might be thinking, oh look, we got Elsa. But we don't even know if she can fight, because apparently she has an unknown character class. This is not the only time that we're actually able to check out Elsa's portrait, so I'm not going to do it right now because there's actually a little bit of spoilers that can break the story a little in there. Not as much as Lisa or Luke, but, you know, it's still kind of spoilers, so I'll leave it for now. But we've got Cecily here, once again equipped with a guard's knife, but now she has a summer gown and fairy shoes. Our levels kept the same, as per usual, but now she's got a different image, and we've got a new description. Aria and Cecily's own mother ganged up on her to wear a dress to make her more feminine and pretty to get her a boyfriend. Obviously, Aria was aiming Cecily at Luke. It cuts off there for some reason. That's not a typo. I did type in Cecily. Was aiming Cecily at Luke. And poor Cecily's embarrassed, and she's not used to wearing a dress. Don't know how she can wear high heels then, but that's another story altogether. Yep, we can't change the equipment once again. She's comes up with these spells, these skills even, the paralysis glare. There I go again. Can't talk. Bitch slap, faith, and sucker punch. Just the basics, and you can't use them anyway, so whatever. And, well, that's it. Let's go to equipment and let's see the summer gown. Perfect for looking pretty and resists hot and windy weather. This is actually an equipment item that you can buy at the store at a later point. I think you can buy it now, actually. And once again, the fairy shoes. So, if you just excuse me for a second, I want to check to make sure you can actually buy that, because you should be able to. Maybe not at this point. Oh, there we go. Summer gown, right there. It's actually pretty cheap. We may want to buy that at some point for Cecily, just to give her a little bit of a power boost, but we definitely want to get the samurai kimono for Luke at later. Luke for later at some point. Definitely want to grab that. So, that's the only purchase I'm going to be making here for now, because once again I'm out of money. Yeah, you're going to be pretty skimpy at some points, especially if you bought the Basilisk of Greed, which is costly and doesn't really do much. But yeah, and if you think you could break the system and think, oh, I can fight with Elsa. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say that Elsa doesn't have any skills. She only has a few equipments that doesn't really matter much, except for the Misericord Dagger, also known as the Mercy Blade. It's used to put knights out of their misery. So yeah, that's kind of a thing as well. So, if you're thinking that you can break it by going into the boss replayer, no can do. I cannot fight in this dress. So, that's not happening. So, as long as Elsa's in your team, you can't get into random encounters, which, well, I know it kind of makes you a little disappointed, but at the same time, Elsa doesn't fight in the slightest. At least Aria fights in the anime in the form of a sword. But other than that, of course I had to make her a party member in order for it to actually work. So, we've just got to go from point A to point B. This is going to be, once again, a mostly dialogue episode, possibly half of next episode as well. So this is going to be mostly dialogue, and the next episode is going to be probably a third of dialogue and 2/3 action. So that's a thing, I guess. So I don't know what else to say, really. We're just doing the thing. I'm just going in circles at this point. I know I'm sounding a little bit bored right now, and the game kind of takes a slow pace again, but this is also kind of a touching episode. It's got, like, I don't know, it's got feels to do with it. It's got some, it's where it kind of takes a little bit of a sad turn. It's kind of more of the sad episode of the series, and we're going to be finding that as soon as we enter in here, or at least until we talk to Luke. First a maid's outfit and now this getup? Yeah, you got a problem with it? I think it's a little weird. No, you just don't see me as a woman. Well, maybe I would if you had like one. I'm trying. Try harder. You look like a giant cupcake, Miss Cecily. Is that the compliment you've been waiting for? Shut up, Luke. Just kidding. Man, she can't take a compliment sometimes. So what brings you all the way out here? You'll be happy to know I brought you a new customer. Seriously? Her name is Elsa. She's got a dagger she'd like to have repaired. It's very special to me. I was hoping you might be able to fix it. Luke takes the weapon to inspect the damage. It's a Masera cord. Or Masera cord. I can't remember if that's how you pronounce it or not. I need to watch the anime again. I mean, I do watch the anime, just to know when I end these episodes properly. But, you know, I can't always be 100% accurate, because maybe there's a boss battle in between, and it stops halfway through the battle. I've got to start over before and after. So, that's a thing, but I can't remember if he calls it Masera or Masera, so I apologise, but it's how it's spelt. What do you think? The core's been severely damaged. It's not fixable. Is there anything you can do? I'm afraid not. Would you mind if I do some maintenance on it? It wouldn't fix it, but it couldn't hurt. Sure, I'll leave it up to you. Okay, let's see. How come you're making her do it? I have other business to attend to. Oh yeah, like what? It's business, Cecily, it's none of you... Actually, you want to come with? That was sudden. Okay. We're going across the bridge outside, straight onto the east. I'll tell you more then. Elsa had left, but Luke joined the party, and he has taken the lead. What is this sorcery? Yep. Now you're in control of Luke. And because I got him that equipment that he desperately needs. Look at that boost. It lowers his attack a little, but it does give him decent defense, which he really does need now, considering his low level. As well as everything else, but we still cannot fight because Cecily is in a dress. So, yeah, I know that sounds a little bit annoying. In fact, have I got anything better to equip? Frame shield, I'll give it to him. And haven't got anything to equip there, so we're good to go. Plus, we're not even going to be able to get into a battle, I don't think. I mean, I guess I could try, but I can't remember if I allowed you to actually battle, or if you bumped into a cutscene beforehand. Just wanted to make sure. Plus, testing out for bugs, that's kind of another reason why this LP is going on, as you already know. Because I've already had to make 2 upgrades. What's up with you today? Huh? What do you mean? This pathway couldn't get much smoother, but you've tripped like 10 times already. Oh, you're exaggerating. Not even. What, are you nervous or something? Don't be ridiculous, Luke. I've been alone with a man. Being alone with a man doesn't make me nervous. No, not one bit. In fact, yesterday I went on patrol with a man and we were out alone all day. Whatever you say. It's not like I bite or anything, so there's no need to be nervous. What? I told you I'm not. Did I embarrass you? No, just leave me alone. Pfft. Jeez, you're stubborn. Just like someone I used to know. Remind you of someone? Who? Forget about it. Fine. But would you at least tell me where the hell we're going? You'll know when we get there. Okay. So what are the flowers for then? Just a little gift. Wait a minute. A gift for who? Enough of all the questions. What are you doing? Sorry, but I won't be going with you. I wonder why Lisa didn't come. I don't know what's going on. Poor Cecily is confused. I'm sorry about this. You could have gone with him. It's fine. I wasn't planning on joining with him anyway. Usually he makes the trip alone. That's just how it's always been. Your dagger feels kind of sad. I wonder why. It's almost as if it's crying. That's why I wanted to do some maintenance on it. You think that'll help somehow? This bit, once again, it's supposed to go to Lisa, then Luke and Cecily, then Lisa, then Luke and Cecily again. Once again, I just put it all at once, just to get it out of the way, because it was easier to code. You think that'll help somehow? I don't know, but it's worth a try. The name Misericord actually means mercy. Just like in the description. It's used to kill an injured knight, put them out of their misery. Well, if it keeps them from suffering, that's a good thing. Yeah, many years ago, they say a valiant knight gave a dagger to his daughter before he went away to war. He told her, no matter how weakened I am, I will return home, so I may be set free from this world at the hands of my beloved daughter. When the knight finally returned, the young girl, the one who was supposed to live, was dead. After that day, everything changed forever, and somehow the dagger was broken. I don't know why, but that one line, everything changed forever, kinda sounds like a reference to Final Fantasy VI. Just saying. Which is actually the other LP that I've got going on right now. If it could be fixed, then what happened in the past would be fixed. Isn't that why you came to see us? Elsa, I'm sorry. No, it's fine. You don't have to apologize. There's no way to change the past. What happened, happened. Are you mad? Are you and Lisa fighting or something? Not at all. Why do you ask? Are you sure? What are you getting at, Cecily? Not a thing. Lisa does a lot to help me, and I have no complaints, but sometimes... Wait. I worry I don't do enough to make her happy. Do you remember that day you took her shopping? I brought her a hat, and she was so grateful. She kept thanking me. That was the first time I've ever made an effort to do something nice for her. I'm so clueless. I mean, she does nice things for me all the time. I'm worried someday she may not want to be my assistant anymore. I don't even know if she enjoys it. What if she wants to do something else? You're being too hard on yourself, Luke. I can tell that Lisa likes being around you. She trusts you, and I'm pretty darn sure if she didn't, she would have taken off a long time ago. You think so? She's chosen to stay by my side and be my assistant because she likes it? Well, yeah, I think it's obvious. I hope you're right. Why are you so worried about her all of a sudden? I always worry. You do? Why? Because protecting her is my reason for being. I would give my life for Lisa. Dedication, but we'll find out why. Not just because of the current reasons that we already know, but for other reasons that we're coming up to. Come on, we better get moving. It's just straightforward to the east. And we're back in control. So, haven't got much else to do except for, well, go straight ahead. And apparently we're going to the graveyard. This cannot be good news. Now, it's kind of a little bit cryptic, but if you've watched the anime, you should know what to choose. Here lies Lisa Oakwood. Wait, Lisa? Lisa Oakwood. She was a dear friend of mine when I was younger, but I was unable to protect her. Lisa Oakwood. It's my fault she's gone. Come on, it couldn't have been. If you're sensitive to any kind of sad plot and stories, just warning you. Because that's what most of the episode's going to be now. It was. Yeah, that's just a coincidence. So it seems like after this, Lisa, we were about as close to people our age could be. But she was killed by Valbanill 3 years ago. What? Wait, hold on a second. Who did you say she was killed by? You heard what I said. But everyone knows the story of Valbanill was just some silly myth. That's not true. I've seen it myself. I assure you, Valbanill exists. No way. And it's only a matter of time until he comes down from the mountain of Gin. That day, Lisa and I followed my father down to his shop. A Toyota Tatara. I think that's how you pronounce it. I couldn't find any spelling, name, or anything, and I didn't watch the sub for this. Well, I did watch the sub, so I got the spelling, but I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, so I'm sorry if I butchered it. So we're back in the past here. This sucks. Why can I not help? I thought I was supposed to be his apprentice. It's not a big deal. He's probably just working on something really important. So we know that this is Lisa Oakwood. So we already know what her fate is. But in the game, it gets really bad. I mean, obviously it's bad in the anime, but there's just a little bit extra that I put into the game that just makes you feel even worse if you've seen the anime. Just saying. Well, he didn't have to kick me out, So how do you like the katana I made you? I absolutely love it. I'm sure this is just the first of many you'll forge for me over the years, Luke. Yeah, I need a lot more practice. What was that? You trying to tell me you made me a busted sword or something? No, it's not busted. I did the best I could, I just need to get better at it. Well, I think it's perfect. No, it's not. I will forge a perfect sword for you someday, but that one's not even close. Be careful, Tomahawk is really expensive. You're getting pretty good at that. I hope so, because I practice every day. That's the only way I'll become a master swordsman. I wish I could practice every day. Aw, don't cry, Luke. When I'm a knight, I promise I'll protect you. What? As a knight, it'll be my duty to protect everyone in the city, including you. You can't protect anyone with a crappy sword. That's true, you're gonna have to practice so you can forge me a perfect katana for me someday. Oh, so have you heard of the weird caves on the edge of the forest? You don't mean the ones that are leading up to Mount Blair, do you? That's the mountain that overshadows Houseman. Because those caves are off limits. You want to go check them out? Didn't you just hear what I just said? Come on, just for a quick look around. Unless you're trying to say you're scared. Not that there's any reason to be. I mean, I'm going to be able to protect you, you big wuss. Who the heck are you calling a wuss? And he runs off. Is the cutscene broken? No. You are in control. We already know that she passes away because obviously we're talking about this in front of her bloody gravestone. And yet we're in control of her. That's right, you've got to walk her to her death. I know that sounds a little bit mean, but it just adds that extra little bit of immersion to add effect to the sadness of this story. Because when you're watching the anime, obviously you have monologue and dialogue and flashy effects and God knows what else. But in a game, you don't want to be watching it. You want to play it, and that is what I've done here. She comes equipped with a katana, made by the best, apparently. But we can't change any of this because it's sequenced, of course. But we haven't seen the life ring yet, so I might as well describe this. A ring that restores a small amount of HP automatically as time passes. She comes up with no skills, and her status, this is the only time you can read it, so you might as well. Lisa Oakwood was Luke Ainsworth's childhood friend and possible girlfriend. She shares the same tactics as Cecily, which make Luke uneasy when around Cecily. She saved Luke from Valbanill 3 years ago and created Lisa that we know today. There's a little bit of spoilers, but we don't exactly know how that happens yet. Yeah, from Houseman past, because this is 3 years in the past. And if you also notice, you can't break the game because you can't save. I've thought of everything, and you can't go back. So, yep, it's one way. Should we go in? I'm not sure if we should, as they're off limits for a reason. I've actually added a little bit of extra if you say no, but of course if you say yes, you're progressing as normal. But if I say no, this happens. Hold on, that didn't happen. Even though I wish it did. We went into the cave. You really are a big wuss, come on you. Yep, I added those two little bits in. They don't happen in the anime, but if you do that selection, that's what happens. We were such stupid kids. We kept walking deeper and deeper into the caves to try and scare each other. So what Luke does is that he slowly follows behind you. You don't have to wait for him. You can actually dash right through here, but running is disabled. As you can see there, I was pressing every button, including menu. You can't run fast. And this place is a maze, as you can see. I'm obviously taking the correct way here. But if you go too far ahead, he will get stuck. It's because of how the AI follows you. So, he doesn't actually have to be right behind you for the cutscene to work, but, you know. And then, without warning, there he was. Look at the eyes in the wall. Get back! It's the unknown beast. Yeah! 1 HP damage. The katana broke in half. Lisa, come back! 910 damage overkill. Lisa was overwhelmed. That's exactly what happened. Lisa died that day, and so did my father, who came looking for us. I couldn't do anything to save them. I just stood there and watched. They were killed, violently murdered, and I couldn't do anything. I just ran away like the coward I am. I failed them! Easy, Luke. It's okay, calm down. Sorry, Cecily. I'll be fine. I'm sorry I shouldn't have bored you with that story. No, I have to ask. Why did you bring me to the cemetery with you? To be honest, I'm not real sure. It's just, I don't know, something about you that reminds me a lot of her. Huh. There you go. Sorry I couldn't fix it, but I did the best I could. It's okay. Thank you for trying, though. Excuse me, Elsa. Try to stay strong, okay? Remember? All that matters is the present, not the past. You really think so? You're able to completely forget about your past and live only in the present. There goes Fuchsia again. Hello. Sorry. Bloody cat. Leave me alone, Fuchsia. I do try, but I think it's very important. It's because I've left my door open. Oh, don't paw me. She's pawing me. Ugh, I wish I had a webcam right now. You could see how adorable she is. Yeah, stop it. Leave me alone. Thank you. Keep interrupting me during cutscenes. I wonder how it's going on between Cecily and Luke. I hate to spy on them, but I just have to know. That girl. Poor Luke. I didn't know he had such a hard life. I feel like I don't know him at all. I kept thinking that if we became closer, if only I got known each other better. It feels like the more I know, the further apart we get. See ya. Luke! What is it? I was wondering. Did you love Lisa? At one time I did, yes. But that doesn't matter anymore. I want to go home. Yep. That wasn't exactly the best. It happens. So at least now that we've learned Luke's past, as well as the origins of, well, the reason what happened to Lisa Oakwood that made her die at such a young age. Which is why that if you check the tombstone with Cecily alone in previous parts of the game, she says she must have been my age. Just because you're just checking out the graves. But yeah. Yeah, so I want to save and continue. I should train tonight. So, I'm going to overwrite quest log 2 because that I didn't update that. Don't know why it freezes sometimes, that's weird. It's like the first time you save when you boot up the game, it does that. Wow, she's training vigorously. I'm sorry to bother you, but I was just wondering if you... Well, I guess I'll ask her tomorrow. Even Arya's getting shunned. Because she doesn't even know what... Because Cecily doesn't know what to think about Luke's past now. Later that night, in an abandoned house. Were you able to find him? Tell me, child. Were you able to sense the presence of Valbanill? Excuse me, sir, but do you remember this dagger? I've never seen it. That man told me he was here. There's someone in this city with Valbanill's blood coursing through their veins. But, sir, I don't know about the man in black. Are you sure he can be trusted? Why should I doubt him? Because of Valbanill, my beloved daughter Elsa is dead. I swear I will kill him. I'll do whatever it takes to get revenge, you hear me? Wait, she's called Elsa. And yet, he had a daughter of Elsa and that's dead. Is she a twin? Is Elsa a twin? Maybe we'll find out soon. The bastard, I'll kill him! Are you alright? You mustn't get so worked up. I must find Valbanill. I found him, sir. The rain seems to be getting worse. It's pretty weird because the birds usually tell me when it's supposed to rain. I wonder why they didn't. To be honest, when I heard that, I thought that it was weird that she could. Not weird that she couldn't. So, I don't know. Who knows? I don't really mind it though, it washes everything away. Did something happen in the cemetery? I thought it was strange that Miss Cecily... I thought it was strange Miss Cecily... Oh, I missed a few words. Come back with you. Wow. Sorry about that. I always seem to... I don't know. I'm terrible with typing, apparently. Did you get in the fight? No. There he is. What the hell is that? At last I have found you, Valbanill! I'll make you pay, the bastard! I've been waiting for this day, Valbanill! Oh. Where's the man attacking us, Luke? I have no clue, but he's dangerous. He's got a demon sword. You want to tell me who you are, old man? Your worst nightmare. The crazy old warrior emerged. Yep, boss fight in this part of the game. That's all we gotta do. So let's just combo plus him and hit him with a weapon forge. Ow. Okay, so this is why we have heal. Because this is the reason why Luke is going to be lower level for quite a part of the game until later on, where he can actually get some decent levels. And that's why that's why Lisa is mostly the healer as well. It kind of works out against his weaknesses, really. So all we've got to do is just fight him until a certain event happens, and it hasn't happened yet. Because this is a full-fledged fight. Let's try fire and another weapon forge. Oh great, missed. So I didn't lower his defense again, which would be nice. So let's try and end fire this time. And attack normally with Lisa's normal attack. That was weak. Yeah, this dude's got tons of defense. So let's try Katana Forge here. Weapon Forge again. No, can get it off. Lisa, get me targeting in the hilt. Cecily, cover me. Damn it. Let's just hope we can finish this by ourselves, because Cecily's not in the team. Okay, ready. Okay, so we're forging the katana. He's hitting us with thunder. His defense went back to normal. That does really suck, but at least we've got the power boost now. Luke's taking massive damage here. So let's get the combo plus on to take advantage of the extra power. Heal Luke. Also makes up for Lisa not attacking. Usually just looped. And we won at the exact right time. Luke's party was victorious, got tons of experience to make up for all the battles that Luke wasn't in so far. And Luke is now level 10, and the spin attack was learnt, and Lisa's now level 11. No! Lisa, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What's wrong with you? What do you think you're doing, Elsa? Huh? The enemies are right in front of us. You don't know it. Valbanill! What's the matter with him, Luke? I have to guess he signed a demon contract. So weak. See you guys for the next episode.